Kilo Delta 9, Foxtrot at Juliet, India, first in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Roger, Roger, and what's the name there?
Roger, Roger, and what's the name there?
The name is Art.
Roger, Roger, Art, and what radio are you running today, sir?
Roger, Roger, Art, and what radio are you running today, sir?
Well, I just got this in the mail today. It's a J2 FT-920, and I'm trying to set up the mic gain and the guys might turn the processor on. It works good, but when I turn the processor off, it's not. Now turn the, so maybe give me a hand. Just now turned the good. I don't know if it's good or not good. I don't see a lot of deflection on my meters.
Yes, sir. Well, okay, let's take a review of that thing. Do you know for sure that you're in that wide mode, transmit mode 100 to 2900, Roger?
The transmit mode 100 to 2900, Roger?
No, I'm not sure if I'm in that or not.
Okay, sir, why don't you take a little note on that and consult your book. We're looking for you to be in that 100 to 2900 transmit bandpass, transmit bandwidth. That'll give you just a slice of daylight before you would be in somebody else's yard. So we recommend 100 to 2900, Roger?
So we recommend 100 to 2900, Roger?
Hey, Roger, 100 to 2900.
Roger, Roger. And you'll find that under transmit bandwidth, TBW. It's called wide 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, Roger.
Wide 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, Roger.
Hey, Roger. Is this mic too hot, or is it just about right, or have I got too much mic gain, or not enough, or am I intelligible?
Yes, sir. No, well, let's go on with the setup procedure. Next, we go to your compressor processor. I want that on at a 3. It's a token amount. Never hear it on the air, but it helps us arrive at our destination of a 3 dB dynamic range. So it's the compressor processor on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, depending on how it's labeled, Roger. Just a third of that processor compressor.
It's labeled, Roger. Just a third of that processor compressor.
Okay, it's on. My processor is on right now. And I got the mic gain set at 12 o'clock.
Okay, so it's on and at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, Roger?
It's on and at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, Roger?
Hey, Roger.
Okay, so let's move to your ALC now with mic gain in hand. And as you say the magic word audio, don't stress it. Just say the word audio, stretch out the front of it. You become a human test tone generator. And with mic gain in hand, adjust the mic gain until your ALC reflects mid 2/3 or 7, depending on which comes first. Roger?
2/3 or 7, depending on which comes first. Roger?
Roger. There's 3/4 right there.
Okay, so you should be somewhere around 40, 50, 60. Roger, Roger, on your mic gain?
Be somewhere around 40, 50, 60. Roger, Roger, on your mic gain?
Hey, Roger, I'm reading, well, right there with a normal voice. It's 3/4. So, it's not going to the end, but it's right about 3/4.
Yes, sir. Well, just to the right of mid-scale, you know, that's would be somewhere around 2/3, and that's where we want it. Now, do you know how to get to your mic equalization page?
Now, do you know how to get to your mic equalization page?
Yes, I have the mic equalization turned off.
Okay, turn your mic equalization on. Mic EQ on, Roger?
Turn your mic equalization on. Mic EQ on, Roger?
Okay, I'll have to get into the menu.
This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net, and Art is looking to find his EQ page, and we do a little adjustments there.
Find his EQ page, and we do a little adjustments there.
Okay, I have my mic equalizer on, and the processor is off, and my mic gain, I set it above 50.
Okay, Art, so do you have a P set of controls on that mic, on that EQ page? Do you have a P set of controls since you have your processor on, Roger?
P set of controls since you have your processor on, Roger?
Right, my mic equalizer is on, and it's set to 4.
For what? That I don't understand. Do you have your equalization page on, and does it have a set of P controls? Since you have some radios have a separate set of controls if you have your processor on, and they call it a P set of controls. I don't know about that radio specifically, though, Roger.
They call it a P set of controls. I don't know about that radio specifically, though, Roger.
Okay, it only has numbers 1 to 4, and I can turn the mic gain up right about there, and it's going 2/3 scale on my ALC, but it only has numbers on this radio. It goes 1 through 4. Mic equalizer. If I go to the menu and go to the mic equalizer, it goes from numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I set it at 4.
Okay, so I'm not really familiar with that. Usually, you have a low frequency, mid range, and treble control. Usually, a low frequency, mid frequency, and treble control for your equalizer, or it could be more extensive, like an 8-band EQ or 9-band, 10-band, something like that. Roger.
9-band, 10-band, something like that. Roger?
Hey, Roger, I'll look right now.
Or each one of those may be a mid-range bass treble EQ control, bass mid-range treble control. I'm not real sure. You'll have to tell me about that radio.
I'm not real sure. You'll have to tell me about that radio.
I'll tell you what, Art, maybe the best thing would be just let me give you a note to follow up on later, Roger.
Note to follow up on later, Roger.
Okay, Roger. I set it. I went in and I set that equalizer to 2. Whether that changes things or not, I don't know.
Yes, sir. Well, you've whacked off a bunch of the bottom end. Sounds pretty good, though. Why don't you tell me about the best thing you like about your radio, and let me listen to you.
Tell me about the best thing you like about your radio, and let me listen to you.
Okay, well, the best thing I like about this radio is FT-920. It has its own DSP. It's an older one. It's probably about 20 years old, and it's got some excellent receipt. It's got both knobs, radio. It's got some menu items, but I have all 3 pages of the menu items. It's just that some of them I really don't understand that much.
Roger, Art. Okay, what I want you to do is go back to your ALC and reset your ALC level. Go back to your ALC and reset that level. It's audio, and adjust my gain until your ALC meter is running 2/3 or 7, whichever comes first.
2/3 or 7, whichever comes first.
There's 2/3 right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That sounds pretty good, sir. Why don't you tell me again about your antenna system so I can record just a little bit more and get a good recording for you, Roger?
So I can record just a little bit more and get a good recording for you, Roger?
Hey, Roger. Well, this antenna system is a horizontal FT-920. I've got 28 feet, and of course the coax front, and of course the coax runs up the pole to that. It's a spider beam pole, and the box goes straight across to another spider beam pole at 28 feet. So the whole thing is horizontal. It's 81 feet in length of number 20 stealth antenna wire, so that the neighborhood doesn't get crazy when they see a big old black wire hanging up there. So I've got number 20 steel wire with pretty heavy coating on it, and it works pretty well. It seems to work all right for me, and I kind of like that setup. It runs from northwest to southeast, and it's diagonal across my yard. So it works pretty good for all the European stations, and I get Australia once in a while, and sometimes I'll pick up. But other than that, I've always run FZ antennas, and I like them.
Roger, Art. Now, if you could, maybe come back just a little bit from what you did the last time on your equalizer. Come back to where you were before you made adjustments, just slightly. That might be too far, and you might be too thin on your equalization curve. So if you could come back more to where you were in the beginning, just a little bit, not a bunch. You're sounding really good now, but I want to get just a little bit more bottom end back in there, Roger.
Just a little bit more bottom end back in there, Roger.
Okay, I'll have to go into the equalizer there and set that up.
Roger. Now, I don't want you to go all the way back to where you were in the beginning, but just a little bit back towards that direction, Roger.
In the beginning, but just a little bit back towards that direction, Roger.
Okay, I went in and I set it pretty well, the next one down from the one that I had at the beginning, and hopefully that'll sound a little bit better out your way.
Yes, sir. It sounds a lot fuller than where you went, in your initial adjustment. So I think that's a much better sound right there, Roger.
Adjustment. So I think that's a much better sound right there, Roger.
Hey, Roger, then I'll just leave it set right there. It seems like if I just go without the processors to the mic gain, it doesn't register much on my meters and on my ALC. So I don't know if there's a fault in there somewhere or what. But anyway, if you say it sounds good, you are the expert. I talked to you, probably over a year ago. But I thank you very much for your time and your patience for helping me set this up. And if you think it sounds good right there, I believe it. Back to you, sir.
Roger, Art. I would run it just like that, and I think when you consult with your, when you hear your recording, I think you'll agree. So, and again, if you want to hear it, if you go to YouTube, do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 2,900, and I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
And I'll have it uploaded to YouTube by noon tomorrow. Roger?
Okay, well, thank you very much, sir. I appreciate your time and your efforts and what you do for all hands that have problems setting up radio. Thank you very much, and I do appreciate it a lot. You have a good day, sir.
Roger, Art 73, sir. Have a good afternoon, beautiful weekend, and join us next Friday if you get a chance. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.